everyone! Okay, so it's kind of weird how I never did a video about my warp tour experience, so I might as well do it now. Um, I will put a link down in the description box so you guys can check out my warp tour pictures. They're all on my Facebook page, so that's why I have to like link them because that just would be easier. Um, okay, so along with those pictures, it's gonna show like a whole bunch of pictures of like what I got. And then just a few pictures from the Sleeping in the Sirens and the Black Veil Bride concert, which is mostly why I went to a Warped Tour. I did watch the Bring Me the Horizon concert, but I didn't catch any pictures because I got a concussion. And, well, it wasn't a severe concussion, but it was enough for me to be injured. Okay, so I'm just gonna say my total experience. Oh my god, my hair is so cute today. I like love it. It's like my natural like weavy curly. I don't know. This is weird. Okay. Anyways, I basically went to World Tour to see Sleeping with Sirens, the Black Veil Brides. Those are like my two main groups that I hoped were gonna be there. I went on July 16th to Stratton, Pennsylvania at Montage Mountain, and it was my first concert experience. And yeah, the weather wasn't too bad. It started getting like really hot like towards 2 and 3 o'clock. Um, there was a lot of people there, and I ended up from the Sleeping with Sirens show. I ended up receiving a guitar pick because I do believe it was Jack that threw out the guitar pick. I like couldn't tell because I was like far away, but I do have pictures on my Facebook again. I'll link it down in the description box of where I was. And for both of the shows, I was like right next to the speakers, and that was like the worst place you could ever be in, especially if you're trying to record video. And I tried to record video, but the quality was awful. It was all static because that was how loud it was. And I don't know why my lighting is being really awkward right now. But yeah, so I was really stoked. I was extremely excited. My outfit for Warped Tour, I basically just had my hair in a braid. Well, back in July, I had my bangs blue, I guess, in a sense. And I basically just braided them in a French braid. And then I had my hair in a high bun because, again, it was really, really hot. My outfit I was wearing my Sleeping with Sirens shirt, and I was wearing jean shorts with spandex. And that was probably the worst thing I could have ever done, honestly. Um, so yeah, that's it. I'm probably gonna do a two-part video for this. Part one is just gonna be my experience and what I got, and part two is going to be um, like tips you can do and all that other stuff. If this is your first warp tour or just tips in general. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, and I wore Converse as well. Um, okay. So my experience was, again, overall, it was really, really great. I was really stoked. I was really excited. And surprisingly, with all the heat, I didn't really get that bad of a sunburn. Like, I got worse sunburn going to the state fair, and our state fair is up in Syracuse. And I was like really surprised. It was kind of weird. Um, yeah. So again, I after I think what was it? I think it was August Burn Red. After them, it was the last concert, which was Bring Me the Horizon. And basically, this is what had happened and how I'm going to explain how I got like my they called it like it's still a concussion, but it's not as bad. So what had happened was we're all like standing, getting ready for the Bring Me the Horizon concert, but the August Burns Red concert was still going on. And usually, if you want a good spot, you want to get to the band you want to see early, like 15-20 minutes before the show even starts. So I was in a pretty good spot. I was like pretty close to the stage, like in a spot where I can see because I myself I am not exactly the shortest person in the world, but I'm not exactly the tallest person either. So I'm like average, I guess. Not even that. I'm like below average. I am 5'2", and it sucks especially if you have like this wicked tall ass person, standing right in front of you, and you're just like, oh my god. So, basically what had happened was the Bring Me the Horizon concert was just starting. The August Burns Red had just ended, and the group from August Burns Red basically came to the Bring Me the Horizon concert. And yeah, and that's when a whole bunch of like commotion started. Once the Bring Me the Horizon concert or Bring Me the Horizon group came out, basically mosh pits just started like out of nowhere. And I was in a pretty decent spot where a mosh pit wouldn't think there would be a mosh pit. So, basically what had happened was a guy that was like about a foot and a half, maybe taller than me, he basically pulled my hair out of like nowhere. Like I'm not even kidding you. And I got pulled down to the ground and I hit my head on the concrete, and I was like freaking out because I didn't want to get stepped on. I didn't want to get injured any worse. And lucky for me, the first aid tent was right next to the stage of where the Bring Me the Horizon concert was. So I was extremely lucky, and basically I was at the first aid tent with like an ice pack and just drinking water. And basically, um, on the ride home, I had like the biggest migraine, and that's usually what happens after you have like a head injury or anything like that. But I did go to the hospital that morning because I didn't get home till about like midnight. So I went to the hospital, and they said it was like just a concussion, but it wasn't like major or anything. So I'm pretty lucky, and needless to say, I still want to go to concerts. So I did bring a couple of things I got from Warped Tour, which is basically my shirt. But yeah, again, I'm gonna put a link down in the description box if you want to see the pictures and what I received. Okay, so I have to turn this regular side in because inside out. Because that's how I wash my clothes with a design on them. Alright, so the first shirt I bought was, this is actually like super huge on me, so like I wear it with leggings. And um, at first I didn't know it was gonna be this big, but this is a medium. But this is the shirt, and it's like the most common one. And then it has the Warp Tour dates on it. And yeah, if you look at July 16th, it says Stratton, Pennsylvania. Oh, wherever it is. And yeah, I was really, really stoked that I went. Where is it? Oh, right there. And yeah, that's like kind of weird because the place they went before Stratton, they went to Darien Lake. And Darien Lake, from where I live, is 4 hours away, but Stratton is only like an hour, hour and a half. So as I've gotten closer, and the tickets are cheaper too. The next thing I got, which is actually what I changed into, because during the course of the day I was sweating and it was awful. I got this tank top in a medium because I'm not really worried about tank tops, but t-shirts are more um, like the t-shirts that they sell are t-shirts that fit both men and women. So they're just like a multi-gender shirt, I guess, which means that they come bigger, and I didn't really think anything of it, but I should have known because all the shirts I buy from Hot Topic are bigger than what they're supposed to be. But yeah, this is the tank top, and I don't. It's supposed to be neon green. The color isn't really showing up too well, but it's like a bright neon kind of like pastel kind of green. And I got this shirt because it had a cute little kitty on it, and it says best. It's wearing a snapback, and it says best day ever. And then the kitty has the septum piercing, and then it says Warp Tour 2013. And yeah, I thought it was like the cutest shirt ever. I was just like, oh my god, it's a kitty. So yeah, that was my Warp Tour experience. I'm gonna do a part two for tips, and yeah. So again, check out my description for the link, and yeah, stay tuned for part two.